Welcome back to the Ultimate Wolf. I'm just making sure the mic is working. Quickly, and then I'll quickly invite people. Well, at least post the link out. Just making sure my mic is working. Yeah, I went to Tiger earlier again. You got 4 different figures. New ones and a couple older ones. Quickly posting this. Just sending in the other group chat. But yeah, there we go. Just looking for another group chat and see. Just getting the 4 figures out and grabbing the scissors too. I'm just putting the phone on the tripod. So I need to get one figure out. Only one because one figure is a remold remold of him. But same transformation, so that'll be easy for me since I messed with the mold before. So I got the original mold at Christmas time. Just gonna move parts along the way and then but the rest are new molds, so I'm gonna need newer figures too. I'm just gonna get all 4 and then put them in frame. Then I'll turn on the camera. How we do it. Yes, I did get some Ages Prime stuff too. Well, only one so far. I believe it was one, yeah. Yeah, one Age of the Primes. There's 4 figures. There's the deluxe, or 2 deluxes and 2 deluxes and 2 Voyagers. Could do deluxes and maybe do the Voyager ones. There, I'm just gonna get them all in the frame. I'm just gonna throw this out of the way. Over there. Here, I'm gonna just turn on the camera. Okay. Where's my mouse at? And that's probably not good. I might have to adjust the camera. Yeah, I could tell because the PC screen froze for a sec. Maybe I'll adjust that one figure. Well, I'll adjust the camera. And bring it down a little bit more since these are smaller. Well, they're not that big. So, there. There. You can actually see all four in frame. But there you can see there's the Transformers 1 Optimus Prime on the right side over here, which should be left side for you guys because it's opposite. And then there's the Transformers 1 Bumblebee. There is the Age of the Primes Rattler, and then there is the Studio Series Gamer Edition Ironhide figure, which I do have Ratchet to the side, so I'll bring them out to show, Ironhide Ratchet. But yeah, maybe I'll probably start with Prime, and then work on then do B, and then Rattler and Ironhide. Yeah, that works out. So I'm just gonna put the others to the side so I have room to at least work on the figures. I'm not gonna. I'll transform since they're all in robot mode. I'll probably just transform them. All at the end. Well, or at the end when they show Ironhide. But and then yeah, that works out. I'm just keeping an eye on that. There's Stella's bed, which I pulled it up, so I have more room to operate. Okay, but yeah. And you can see this one is open window. This is when they still did open window. They eventually swapped it out and did the closed windows. But yeah, there is. And this is his Optimus Prime form. Side of the box, there's Autobot symbol. There's Road Mode. Studio Series. Right there. Transformers Autobot symbol. Again, Generations. Transformers 1. Zakara Tomy. 112. There's an image of the Road Mode. Studio Series, he has a deluxe class. 112. Transformers 1. Right there. Back of the box, Autobot symbol. There's both modes. He has the easy transformation. I do hear the arms are a problem. I do know DNA design does have an upgrade kit for him. And Megatron as well. Metropolis of Ironcon, big screen spires, Gale detail and backdrop. A hero fulfills his duty, his destiny, becoming the legendary Optimus Prime. Yes, I did see Transformers 1 actually twice, once in theaters and one came on Paramount Plus. I was like on the camera at the table. Alright, there, that's it for the box. There's nothing really else to show off at the box. I'm just gonna get it open. And this was the last, Optimus Prime they had there of this version at least. So I got lucky, I guess, at Target. Right, and this is my second Transformers 1 figure because I got the electronic one, the ultimate one. Power Flip Prime. So to the side. Won't be bringing that one out. Okay, here we go. Got the tape cut off right here. Just gonna fix it so I can see the chat on my phone. So that way I can at least look there. Okay. Okay, here it's open. Yeah, probably should actually go pin that link. I just realized I can just do that real quick. Invite. Click, paste, send. I'm gonna quickly go. Quickly pin it. The screen just froze over here. Make sure I'm just seeing it load on the piece on the phone. Okay, it's been. And then the screen resumed. Okay. But yeah, it's only Prime that comes with backdrops because they stopped doing the backdrops, so. If it's backdrop, will come out of the box. Nice. Okay, this is the first time they've brought me. You know. In the box. And there's this to the instruction and to in that white piece of paper. So yeah, that paper all towards the side. Because we're gonna see them rigging them, we gotta have 4 of them. And the box will face the side. Okay, here you get your instructions. I'll take a look at them later because I'm just gonna see the accessory storage and stuff because I'm gonna only do that. Okay, so that goes there, and that pegs in there. Okay. And you can give them the matrix, and then yeah. Okay. And then I'll transform them later once I get the others opened up, and then maybe pose them. We'll see. Okay. So the backdrop, I'm just getting this open. Up 112 Transformers, Autobot symbol, generations, Transformers 1. And there. Yeah, that works out. Because I can just set it right there and you can still see it. And then here is the figure itself. I'm going to also gauge out his accessories, so yeah. And there's the little ties. So I'm going to clip them. Clip the bits. There we go. And backdrop fell, that's okay. Legs are free, backpack just needs to stay out. Okay. Yeah, he does have a little backpack, but all his arms do have a little plastic tie. I didn't see that. So now. Okay. Oh, there, that just broke out. Then I'm going to throw that back in the box. And so, yeah, it does feel good, nice and solid. Nothing is loose on it, at least, from what I can tell. I'll do posability and, stuff like that. And it's like, I'm just kidding. I'm just quickly getting standard back out. That's really nice. We'll see how I pose them. Pose them, the one figures at least. I can just put them somewhere else until I get shuffle them. But yeah, there's Prime. So I'm just gonna set him to the side. I'm gonna fix the backdrop up. And it will stand. Because I'm gonna get his accessories out, which is in there. Well, his parts / accessories. Okay. There we go. One of them just fell on the ground, but I really saw what it was. I'm just going to wrap this back up and then throw this in that box as that falls over. Okay, I got the accessory that fell. Or part that fell, I should say. And grab the backdrop again. I'm just picking up the little ties. And actually, I gotta always just vacuum the floor up too. But I'll do that later. Maybe vacuum this room. Okay, that's it for the box. Okay, let me get the backdrop back up. I'm just gonna put the box on behind it so it can fall. It doesn't fall. There, you can see it better. I'm gonna put the scissors to the side. But yeah, here's your accessories. You can actually see all of them in the frame. You get the 2 smokestacks. And just put this back in. Okay, there we go. There's just a little tiny. Okay, smokestacks. So in the movie, if you did see the movie, and smokestacks could go down. So if you want, you can like have it going down. They're on 5mm posts, so maybe if you want, you can get it going down. It just goes down like that. Or maybe if you want, you could just give them as these like hand blasters. Hand blaster right there. So yeah, but I'm just gonna put them on the shoulders correct way. Alright, I saw like a notification. Okay, so yeah, you get 2 smokestacks. 2 smokestacks. Oh, nice. He has a butterfly joint. I'm doing articulation on the side. As the yeah, he has this waist piece that can move up and down, but mine's tight. It doesn't really. It's not loose. That waist a bit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There, he does look good for his size and adults. Just kind of keep your eye on the phone in case I get a text or notification. You get this piece. This is more for alt mode. It does store in the back. You want to lift this up, and there is a little slot for it. Set myself the information and the instructions. This will just store in the back, because that's more. It's an alt mode piece. Where does it go? Yeah. Step forward. That. Oh, it's not here. I see it. There's little notches and these little bits going here. Okay, so it's like that, and then you can just close this down, bring this down. So that way it's like kind of like it is hidden away, so you can, but you can see the barrel, so it's like a jetpack, like how we did have in the one scene. I have Transformers 1. You get the Matrix. Yes, it can go in this chest. The front can open. So yeah, that little bit can open, so you can put the Matrix in. Matrix is done in blue. well, translucent blue and silver. So yeah, there's your matrix. That's gonna be the best I'm gonna see it as I drop it, but I see where it went. But if you want to, you can create the pose. He does have like little notches in the hands. So if you want, you can give him light in your darkest hour, or when you came back with it, the movie, or sorry, well when Orion died, then you obviously see Megs. You see Optimus getting it, and Megs, D16 upgrading into Megatron before they have the fight, and then that's where Optimus gets his axe from Transformers 1. I'm just seeing if I can get both hands. And but maybe that quote unquote butterfly giant mentioned might help me get it in both hands. And yes, I do know they have the A Sentinel Prime out. They do have the Megatron out, and they're coming out with the Elita one figure. I didn't see a Sentinel or the Megatron one at the time. But you never know, I could go back again later on or a different store. As the little cannons pop off. But that might be better so they don't limit possibility. Okay, I got the Matrix in and it just popped out of his hands. It is little tabs, so, and on the arm. And yeah, that forward butterfly joint that is helping me in his hands. So I was like, damn it, Optimus, hold your Matrix of leadership in your hand. It is just like a little notch in the fingers, so if he doesn't go in, then and then I'm also trying to get it in both hands, both fingers. That's the best I'm gonna get. So yeah, you can see he has the Matrix. It just keeps popping off if I move it, if I move the shoulders. If I, adjusted it, or it kept coming undone. So yeah, I'm gonna do his articulation, and I'll give him his axe, and store the axe, and then we'll go on to the next one, which would be B. So yeah, you can open up the chest, and the Matrix just sits in the little chest right there. I'll show it in a sec. Kind of see the Matrix in, but there you go, it's right there, and then you can just close that up. Let's do articulation. Let's see, arms can go out that far, so yeah, he can go out to the side. His head is on ball joint, so you can get back up. You can spin it around full 360. 60, you can go all the way up. Shoulders can go up like that, or that. If you use the butterfly, if you unhinge the shoulders, you can bring that section forward and get forward like that. So you can see how it's one's forward and then one's back and back. But yeah, if you have that in, then you get a little bit less forward. Elbow bend, full through full 360 rotation. There's the backpack that's getting hindered by it. Bicep swivel. fist rotate on that ball on the mushroom peg and clip there on. Hips. You want to bring this front section forward, so you can get it so you can get the hips forward. Okay. All right. So yeah, you can do the high kick. It was just kind of weird moving it forward. So yeah, if you don't have the backpack in, you can go back. And can you go out? Yeah, you can. And as I there we go. But yeah, you can do the splits, and you do have a knee bend as well. Knee bend. And the feet can also fold in. Too. Okay, I'm just gonna re-tab in the back cannons thingy, and you also just have a waist swivel, well, upper waist swivel, I should say. Yeah, see, you can see there's upper waist swivel, so it's gonna be nice. That's gonna help out with poses. Yeah, if you have the backpack and the little gray bits in, then that blocks the leg articulation backwards, and at least backwards, so you do lose articulation. And then the axe, it does store. There is a slot at the back. There's a slot on either side. Okay, I won't go in. Let me see about the other side. It could be tight because of the plastic or the paint. No, his axe isn't going in the slot, so maybe I have to have it up. Okay, I got it in one side, but his axe can store. Yeah, that was just tight going in. And it just goes over his fists. So you can give it, the fact that he just, flip it out of his hand. I could do that. Let me just get him in a pose, and then turn that up. Like that. Maybe I could do that, and then bend one leg forward. Bend. Oh wait, does he have ankle tiltage? Yes, he does have ankle tiltage. That's nice. As the cannons pop off. So yeah, if you do have him using those cannons, then they'll pop off. If you do have him posed, maybe I might need them popped on. Angle. Just bring that in there. I mean, that does look good. Look good. And let's see. I mean, if you want, you can leave the backpack slightly up forward, which the cannons could store a little bit better. Or at least tab in a little bit, because they're just like on there's little notches. They're on. But if you have the legs forward, let me do that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Like that. So that way you can see their stat. Yeah, I mean there's one like granted I'll probably pose it more off camera too, so I'm not, in a time limit. Or maybe I could do this forward, add this one back, and this leg forward. Right there. Just do it there. Let me see. Just once. And like that could work. You just gotta adjust his pose. a bit more. Like I could give him forward, and then this one, like he's slashing or bend like that, maybe. Here, we'll down the backdrop without falling over. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. There he is on the backdrop, and I'm just gonna bring his head slightly forward or do that. Yeah. So there. That way he's like that. So you can still see him in this pose. Yeah, we'll just see angle. Let's see. Or maybe. Yeah, okay. There. That way he's a little bit more standing straight in the middle. He's still balanced, but yeah. Granted, maybe something like that. Okay, I'm gonna put him in his backdrop to the side for now. Because now we're gonna work on B127. I'm gonna do one thing. I'm just gonna swap something over to the side so it's on the smoother surface. There. So it doesn't fall over. There, I'm just restanding Ratchet. I'm just moving the Gamer Edition Ratchet and restanding him with his accessories. Just saw a notification on my phone. I'm just there. There, I'm just getting it balanced. Okay. I'll select it down here. Oh no. Ah, shoot, wait, what? No, she liked it, or... Oh, yeah. Yeah, she did. Okay. Alright, I just was checking something. I found. Yeah, let me check Discord, because I... Yeah. Okay. There, he's done, so now I'm going to move on to B127. And these rest are newer figures, so, two. They're not older ones, so. Okay. So, here's B127. You can see it's a window packaging again. It says, Autobot symbol. Robot alt mode, ages aim up, 18 steps. You can see it, image right there. There it is in the box. Sorry, I just saw something on notification. Wow, 500. Wow. Transformers 1, Bumblebee / B127, or Badassatron. Come on, I forgot his name. Studio Series. They're not doing the numbers anymore. On this side, it's just the face. On this side, it's just the rest of the artwork. So, Autobot symbol. Studio Series, he's the deluxe. On the back, though, which there's a new silhouette. So there's a movie screenshot. There's the robot alt mode. He does come with 3 weapons. So you do have the blaster hit they did use from the blaster. He does come with the hand cannons, both hand cannons, and he does have the knife hands as well. More than meets the eye. Authentic. This here. Yeah, this here is this here. And then it does say Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Megatron, and the Leader One go on a mission to save Cybertron. Well, yeah, he does not come with the mask, so it would have been nice if he did come with the mask instead, but hey, it's perfect. Yeah, it's still a good figure. Okay, I'm just going to cut it open at the top, and then I'll move on. I'll grab all of them in the frame, and then I'll move on when I'm going to transform, so you can at least get a group shot of the 4. Because Elita's not out, so... And they need to get Sentinel Prime. I'm going to at least try to get Sentinel. And Megatron. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's something is saying yes. It is. Okay. Empty box. White paper. Oh no, yeah, his instructions are different too. I just noticed. I'll tell you one thing I noticed is the box where I haven't opened it too. So this is the one Prime. This is the one Optimus, for example, the front of it. This is the new Studio Series instruction, so it's grayed out, so no image, and probably yeah, it's a little booklet type one. Seems better quality of paper, I should say. Yeah, you can give them any of the weapons they can store on the back. Okay. But yeah, so no instructions layout. Well, look, I should say. Let's see if the age of the primes is any different. USA and Canada, nice. Okay. Yeah, one of the little plastic straps that holds the figure down wasn't placed properly, so it was kind of loose. It wasn't placed properly. Because I almost cut my fingers. Okay. Okay. And his bag's at the front. The accessory bag is at the front. While on the one Prime, it was at the back. So, on the back. So, yeah, granted differences. Oh, no, not everything will be the same. Okay, what's in here? Okay, let's see. One cannon, one knife blade. Knife hand. The big gun. And I still see something. I still feel something, I should say. Cannon and knife blade. So I'm gonna throw this in the box real quickly and then be done with it. And this one's throw the little ties back in here too, so that way I can at least deal with less of them. Okay, yeah, obviously the new box design as well. Just putting that to the side. No, I'm just putting the boxes to the side. And one of them fell over, so I had to go fix it. Okay, that's at least the Voyager's boxes there. Okay, I'm gonna put the scissors aside. Let's take a look at his weapons, then I'll look at the figure. So there's the big blaster. I probably won't have him with this. It might happen with the knife hands. So yeah, he can hold it. Probably post. You can give it to any of your one figures. You can give it to Optimus if you want. But let's see here. You get your cannons. One's left and one's right. The one on the right is the right and left and left. So they're done in muted yellow, and then they're the gunmetal. That's nice. And then your knife cut blade handles are done in this blue right there, and then they'll just slide to the side of the cannon. So let's see. It shows everything can actually store on the figure. On the figure. Okay, so the gun can store on his back. And you're going to show the gun. I'll pose the figure up and before I armor him up. And I'm just going to just. You can only you can the only way to have the knife blades is it'd be only on the figure. So there, I do have that right there. So that way it's yeah, but that's how it is. I believe the cannons are supposed to be up. Or, let's see the instructions. If they're but that way it's like kind of like jetpack, like how it kind of has Transformers animated. I think that's how they have them. I could have placed it wrong. I just kind of said it. Oh no, actually I was right. Okay. But yeah, if you want, you can have that done. So I'm gonna remove them. Let's take a look at articulation, and then I'll give them the weapons, and I'll pose them with the knife hands. Okay. Put everything to the side. Okay. It does nothing. Well, it doesn't loose or anything like that. That, from at least first impressions wise, I should say. Granted, I could be wrong, and everything's gonna be loose. Okay. Head, and look down that far and up. Down, down, and nothing up. Arms can do a full 360. It can go out that much, so you can give them an outward movement. You get a bend, single bend, and the wrist does not, the wrist is pulled back. So wrist goes back. That right there, right there. That's it. And you do have your wrist swivel. Okay. Wheels rotate. Let's see. Yeah, you do have a shoulder joint, so you can get Mike out there. Down. Hips can go forward and back. There's no hip skirt, so you don't have to worry about that. Run back, you can do the splits. Yeah, you can kind of do splits. They're going to be off angle. Does he have knee bend? Yep. Does he have thigh swivel? You can even check if Optimus had thigh swivel. I'll look at that. Does we have ankle tiltage? Oh yeah, full ankle tiltage. Feet can go down if you want, like that. Up. Oh, I think his heel spurs are in, so you might have to look his heel spurs out. Where are they supposed to be in? No. Let me look in the instructions and let me see if Optimus has thigh swivel. Whoa. Yeah, he does. Lower thigh swivel. Or prime. I'm just fixing his pose a little bit. There we go. So that weights like that and balance. Nice. Okay, let me see about these heels unless they're, unless I'll have to do it manually. Guessing I'm doing it manually, but yeah. As so far in the instructions, they don't mention it. I wouldn't even notice too if I didn't look. Yep, they're supposed to be out. Okay, but yeah, they're easy. You just grab at the bottom and you push back, and then they'll fill it out. So yeah, he'll have even worse stability. I'm just keeping it on my phone in case I miss a notification. Okay, but there. All right, let's get B armored up. So yeah, I'm gonna do the cannon and the big gun. I'm probably not gonna use this. This is probably gonna go in the accessory drawer. Unless I do change poses up, but like yeah. If you want, you could give it to Primus so that way you guys have this gun and then Axis if you have Prime. Or any other figure from Transformers 1, or any figure in general. But no, you can give him a blaster. You can hold it. You can load it if you want. And I don't know if it might be boosted back, master back out, I'm not sure. I don't have any blast effects to the side. So, excuse me. Okay. So just. There, his cannons do look like they're built in, so nice. So that way they were kind of like in the movie when Badass Tron used them. Yeah, there's that, and now I'm just gonna put the knife blades in. They just go in. There's 2 of them, so we just gotta put them in the little slots. So now he has his knife blades or his knife hands. Yeah, there. So you get his knife hands. So I could do that, so that way they could see the knife hands, and do this. Okay, wait. Does he have no, if he had more head movement going up, I could have like run forward, but I could do that. So that way he's more in the front of the like that, and then bring him back a little bit. Okay. So that way you can see his knife hands. Knife hands. Okay, that's nice. Right there. He's good. That was a quick one. Yeah, he's a little bit smaller than Prime, but I'll show that off in a minute. But when I look at him. Wait, this is weapon store and alt mode. That's the only thing I want to know. No. This is weapon store and alt mode. Or does his weapons. I know Prime's. I think Prime's does too. Okay, yeah, that goes on the side. Yeah, the cannons do. They go at the front, and then the big gun goes on the side. Primes. Yeah, barrels go at the front, and axes do not. Yeah, axes do. They go. The axe and his barrels, his cannons do go on the front. Okay. Okay, there. So yeah, so far all the weapon store. Let's move on to Red Alert. Working on figure 3, alright. I'm probably gonna go drink my drink for a quick sec. Here's Red Alert, so I'm gonna move the mic. Wherever I can find the mouse again. There it is. Okay. Back and I just stepped to the side and found more little tags and stuff. Bits and stuff. See? Okay. Red Alert's box. Transformers. Age of the Prime. Autobot. Red Alert. Autobot symbol. Robot. Alt mode. HUZing up. Robot. Alt mode right there. Continuing the Age of Prime artwork right there. 3 primes. Yes, I did see Prima. So I didn't get Prima. There's Robo Mode Red Alert. Autobot Red Alert at the very top. Tony. Back of the box, it shows his hands. So yeah, he has the swappable hands. Alt mode. And with the cannon. So I don't know how I'm gonna pose him. If you don't know, I do have Armada Megatron, Armada Optimus Prime, and Armada Starscream. They're the legacy versions. So the current versions of those. In Hasbro, I don't have Hotshot though. But I know they also, but Cybertron and Hotshot, so I'm not gonna get both. But I know there's like that repaint Exelon in the figure, so I can just get the Exelon repaint version. Now I'm just squeezing the scissors in here so I can get the tape open. There we go. Snip. This goes to the side. Okay. There we go. Okay, white piece of paper, instructions, that's it. Paper instructions. And put the box aside. There we go, so you can see how it looks, and here's your bag of accessories, which is multiple bits. So just like before, I'm going to free the figure, and then I'm going to free him. Just fixing it, just stringing out, but Steven looks like he has heels first, so two just to snip all the little bits up. Okay, I have my scissors right here. Two snip, two snip, two snip. One, even his doors have it. Two snip, snip, snip. Okay. Then just do the left leg, snip, snip. He's gonna get his door free, and I think that's everything. Snip. Well, at least the figure wise. Nope. Okay, that was just fun. His backpack. Does the backpack have one? Nope, it doesn't. It's just getting it. It's just at the angle. Okay. Three. No. Maybe I could kind of right here. I'm just getting his backpack out. That's what was the issue. Oh god, yeah. There's a bunch. So let me just throw these in the box first. I have the little tabs and stuff from that was holding the figure down, the plastic nuts. One of them fell, but okay, there we go. Okay, instructions. I'm gonna put this aside. Let's see. I'm gonna just stand him up. He does have heel spurs. I can see that already. I'm gonna put them out. He did skip arm day because he just had big thighs, like legs. Shoulders be angled up. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. And yes, if you notice, Red Alert does not have his left hand. Okay, here, I'm just going to rotate it because that way his arm is pointing forward. Just notice it's pointing sideways, so I'm just rotating it so that way his hand's pointing forward. So that way you get the bend. So here, I'm going to talk about that, but let me go in articulation of Red Alert. And I'm also going to flip out his heel spurs too. If I can. Okay, I got it. So that way he has better stability. Okay, there we go. I got his feet, his heels extended. So yeah, now he's better stability on him. Okay, so head cannot look down. Can look up so you can get him looking up a little bit. Here, you want me to order the camera down. There. How will I post Red Alert? That part I don't even know. I can't not ask you. So yeah, his head can move slightly forward and back. So that's all. Let's see. Rotation, yes, it's tight. So yeah, you get side to side. His light piping in the back. Arms can go out to the side. Bend, they can go down. They can do a full 360. And you do get an elbow joint, double elbow joint, and it's tight. That's the best. Yeah, it's a tight joint. For at least my copy, it could be different on yours. So yeah, tight joint right there. The shoulders can move up and down, so you can bring them. The doors can come away from the door of your arm if you want them away. Let's see. Waist swivel. I'm just bringing up the backpack so he has more room. So yeah, you can get waist swivel. What are you doing? Yeah, you want to push his roof in. That's why. But yeah, push that roof in because it was straight up like that when you took him out, and then take him out, and then you push it down so that it's more cleaner. Okay. Waist swivel. I don't think he'll have it enough. Yeah, you got to move that panel out of the way if you want it. Back panel. So waist swivel. It's gonna go forward. So pull forward. They're not gonna do back because of that backpack. So I'm gonna do that. Can they go split? Yeah, you can get them doing splits. Does he have a knee bend? Yes. And the bottom part right here can break. Man too. And you can also get ankle tiltage. And the foot can go forward and back on that joint. I'm going to just relock the toe back in, the lower joint, and bring that one in. There. So let's get him his weapons out and see what he can do with it. Him. And he does have a couple of 5 million reports on around him, so why don't you can give him a Micromaster and say it's a Nikon. Thanks. I'm streaming. Thanks. Sorry, I just saw a text from Adam. Like, why can't you just join the stream? He could have just joined that. Unless he forgot something. Okay. Yeah, he just messaged me. I saw that. Okay. Let's just jump into his instructions. Yep. That, you can give him that as gun. You can do that one. You can do that one. You can do that one. So there was something in this red bag, and that's gonna be his parts. And okay, box sealed up, done with the box. So you get this. So this can be, you can either do two things with this. It can be his weapon, and he'll mount a gun. It pegs in. You can do any of these bits in here. So you get this bit. I'm just gonna put it in one. So you can do this 3-barrel. Shallow peg. You can do this 3-barrel bit. That's a 3-barrel one. You can do this camera, which I might do that one on that one and do the 3-barrel or the 3-barrel. And you also get this claw one. I'm just gonna put it in here again so it's a little easier. And you get that one. So you can do all three. Now he has weaponry. So now on the back you want to clip this section up. It's down. Because it's like that. So you want to put this up, you're going to put this one up like so. Now that will peg in right there and will peg into that port. So now you're going to rotate him to the back. There's this gap right here. And this will fold down and sit in. So that way it's hidden. And you can, just bring this up and over. So now he has a shoulder mounted gun. Let's do the 3-barrel in this one, and then I'll do that claw one. And his arm on his hand. And since that's we can bring that out a little bit more. But yeah, that 3-barrel one, so that way he has 3-barrel shot, and then I'll just do this one. And his arm. So that way it's something different. Like that. How will I pose him? That part I don't even know. Okay. Yes. And go out. There, like that. I guess I could give him one leg forward. One leg forward. Ankle top edge. Right there. Just bend this forward and go there, maybe like that, because then I could just adjust it. So that way he's like that, and then I can bring this forward and bring that. There we go. Kind of like one prime, but a different pose. Like that one, so you can still see his right arm, so he's still balanced. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best again with the Amato Shell. I'm the Amato Shell figures. But yeah, you get that, so that way you can see like this one, or bring this one back too. So it's right there, so you can still see his shoulder cannon. Just going to kind of balance the stability, because that would be good. Falls over. But the joints do feel strong. Nice and tight on his legs, so you never know. He finally got red alert. But I mean, that's something different. Just bring this back. There. So there's that. Okay, I'm gonna put him to the side. But so, yeah, I'm gonna probably mess with the poses off stream. Okay, I'm just going to put the extra parts to the side, and now time for Ironhide. Yeah, the instructions do showing you putting the one I have in his hand on, and then but you can swap it between any of them, and everything will store and upload. So, but the instructions do tell you to have it in his hand in robot mode, and then move it around. Put it on the backpack for transformation. So, let's see what I do. Ironhide. Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition. 28 steps. Automatable. More than meets the eye. 20 robot to car. AJ up. There's the image of robot mode. Alt mode. There's the rest of him. Yeah, rest of him right there. And then there's the CGI image. He's a Voyager. If you have the Gamer Edition Ratchet figure, then Ironhide is exact repaint. Sorry, heavy remold of Ratchet. And it does come with a new blaster that Ratchet did not come with. I do have the Gamer Edition Ratchet. I did get him prepared as soon as I got in from the store one. Okay, now let's just open this up and just show it off the back. Back of the box. There's the robot mode, alt mode, and there's the CGI screen image. Ironhide works with Optimus Prime to remove Dark Energon from Cybertron's core. Okay. a second. I think I need to fix the screen. There's the white piece of paper. Because I think I paused the screen and I didn't realize when I was nope, it didn't load. So okay, let's see. No, I'm just trying to fast forward it and then okay. His instructions. I'm going to show off. I messed with the mold, so I do have the ratchet mold. So camera edition ratchet, but so I'm just going to quickly show it. So. Do I remember how to transform him? Yes, I do. I'm just showing the front back, just in case. Because, okay, there. Alright. I won't need the instructions for him, since I already messed with the ratchet mold. It's the exact same transformation, so. But there is differences. We'll talk about that. So, yeah. Going to free Ironhide, I'm just going to snip in the free. 1, 2. Snip. Snip. So yeah, here he is right out of the box, but you want to bring his hips back a little bit so that he's, standing looking straight. Bring up his shoulders a little bit, bring this back. Just going to bring up these shoulders so that way they're up and out. This side. Side, I'm going to lower the shoulder pads back down. So that way they're more. I do wish his head could stick up a little bit more further, but that's what like Embryo was saying. And then these bits on the back, you just fold in and bring it in, and then you collapse it down on that hinge and bring it in. And then this will sit in there. Well, I just got to align everything up now. So yeah, there you go. There is Ironhide cleaned up. I'm gonna get his things out here. I think it up. Okay, now I'm just gonna throw it open. Yep, there we go. 1, 2, and see it. 3. 1, 2. Yeah, just throw it open. Just getting the little tags again, the little loose tags. Yeah, I'll definitely just vacuum the floor tomorrow, just to be safe. Okay, there, I got everything. I'm just gonna close this up. Go to the side. So I'm gonna quickly go over transformation. Oh, sorry, articulation and detail, and maybe pose them. But before I pose them, I'll get Ratchet out and then put them together. And maybe I'll have them in similar poses. So we'll see. Here's a little bit more tags I see. Hiding from me. Okay. So Ironhide, you're just gonna take this bit and this will go in. It has the same axe, it's just like the handle is different because on the ratchets it's white handle and the Ironhide's gray. But you do get this gun. The shotgun. Okay, yeah, so yeah, you do have a 5-minute peg, so you can have it on the peg, but I'm gonna do it on the hand. There's a port, so yeah, if you want, and you want ratchet, you could store the weapons, so let's see. That stores on the back, so you can get on this back, and you can put the axe up. there. Yeah, or you could probably put it upwards or remove the handle altogether. But yeah, if you want, you can start a weapon on the back. Okay, here, let's do articulation, and then I'll bring out ratchet. Okay, head, hand rotates side to side. I wish it could come out a little bit further, higher. It almost looks like it can, but it won't. Arms can go forward, out. You guys bring out that shoulder pad, out. Yeah, that, and let me just bring that shoulder pad back down and lower it in place. There we go. Bend forward. He does have the ability, you know, where you can detach his arm and then put the gun on that way. His heels, some parts are different. I can already tell. Waist swivel. I said waist swivel. He does have knee bend. Hips can also go forward and back and out. So you can do splits, swivel, full 360. There's no issues there. Arms can go back. You just gotta move them back, and they can go out too. But you just gotta move that shoulder out of the way and show that. That's pretty much it for him. Don't think I missed anything. And granted, I'm just kind of doing it fast since I already messed with the mold too. And if you already have the ratchet mold, then you know what articulation you're going to be getting, because it doesn't seem like there's anything new articulation wise. So let me grab ratchet over here. And here's ratchet. So you can see there's some too. So yeah, I can definitely see some molded detail. Two, the heads are different sculpts. Ratchet's head can actually pull up a little bit higher. Backpack is the same. Shoulder pads are slightly different. Their arms and forearms are. The shoulder pads are different. The chest is slightly different. Is different. So there's that. The backpack is the same. Well, the same, but then his bit is different molded ratchets, as you can see. There, the legs, the arms are the same. There we go. There we go. The wheels are the same. Yeah. Just different detail on the wheel. His ratchet has a little line around and the lines going around and down. So let's get in their weapons and see what that is. Like ratchets, you remove this and then you open up the backpack and you put the weapon in his hand inside. You can also hold it, but I prefer it this way. So ratchet can and Arrowhead can do the same thing. Same thing. Wait, I'm just at least happy if I finally get an iron ratchet. Ratchet, yeah, heals, and then alt mode. There's going to be some differences, slight differences, too, between the two molds. I'm going to grab Ratchet's weapons. I have that to the side, because Ratchet comes with the axe. Like I mentioned, the same axe, and he also has the repair ray. Alright, he has the shotgun. If it was the shotgun, I believe it was. Just going to give him his axe. Okay. There we go. Just lock in. There we go. So yeah, the melee weapon's the same, like here. So you can see it's just the handles is really different. Everything else is the same. Right. For Ratchet, but who knows, I might remove it since he's more medic and not really fighter. But, yeah, we'll see what I do. And then his Ironhide's weapon can do the same. It can go on the fist, on the port at least. I believe this is the front. Can it go in the fist? Yes, it can, but yeah, I'm gonna give it the arm mounted way. You know, put it on the arm peg like I just had it. Yeah, oh, that can be the front. So that way, but yeah, I'll probably remove Ratchet's mace hand and then I'll swap it out with Ironhide. Ironhides. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I just had something bugging me. I was just fixing it. But yeah, there. So that way you get his axe, which, yeah, it's the same mold as Ratchet's, just, well, the axe is just the different bases, too. But there, you can see there's both. One's more warrior, one's more brute. Like, anyway, there we go. The axe up and then bring that up. So that would take it there, and then I'm just going to slightly twist Ratchet. There we go. There you go. Go. There it is. And but yeah, I'll grab the others out. I'm just going to do this. Text. There. There we go. So you can see there's Ratchet and there's Ironhide. Just, you know, different weapons and stuff like that. Oh, can Ironhide's cannon are stored in the back? Let's see. I mean, the tab's still there, so I'm just gonna do this quickly, and I'll see in a sec if it can. Yes, it can still store there. Wasn't sure they changed it because, you know, it could have been your mold, but well, you know, just kind of slightly affected it. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, I might just do that. I might remove Ratchets and still give it to Ironhide. I don't know how I'll pose Ratchet and Ironhide on the shelf now, because I was already running out of space on that shelf. But there, Ratchet and Ironhide. So here, I'm gonna get the group out. So I'll put Ratchet on the left, Ironhide on the right. At least for me. I might put them together. Here is Red Alert. Let's see if I can change it. Might change up his bows slightly or give him better bends. Once. And that way it's not really bent over. And now time for B27. Last Bad Astrotron or Bumblebee. And now it's just, there we go. There, so that way it's like easy on when he's going to jab that one. There. And last but not least, Optimus Prime himself. And I'll put Ironhide right there, and I'll put Ratchet right there. Oh, I can actually put Red Alert right there. There you go. There's the 4, because Ratchet I already had before, so. Here, let me bring Ratchet slightly in and can see his axis in frame. But like I said, probably I'm gonna remove it and just put it in the drawer. And just leave Ironhides on his. Working. Okay, there. So I'll probably do the same. Probably work with Prime, then B, and then Red Alert, and then Ironhide. Yeah, that way they're there. Okay, so I'm just gonna put them off the side. just gonna move them all the way so I can't, like, knock one over on accident. Yeah, I'll send at least B and prime up so you can see them side by side. And straighten them out because B and add that in post. And there. And I did just put red alerts cannon, well, the other cannon didn't use, and B's big gun off to the side. And there, one prime and B. And so there's one prime and B. There, I'm just gonna do there. So yeah, I'll try to get the other Transformers one figures, but it just depends on money and if I can get them in person. Okay, that's different. I just brought that arm down and that panel opened up. For B. But there, you can see them now standing like side by side. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to work on prime. I'm just going to set B to the side. And I'm going to remove his axe. I'm going to be careful with it, because like I said, everything on prime source. So yeah, let's start with prime and then I'll work on B. 127. Slash by Astron. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to leave him playing. Then make sure it can stay in from what it looks like. Yeah, I kind of see it in the images. Okay, so you can do the head gimmick, where in which trailer you can't find his head. And then he transforms for the first time into the evolved form, and he gets his cog. So bring it back. Oh wait, no, sorry. Rotate around, bring back, and pushing his head in. Head in. Yeah, you don't want to bring out the little bits. I just did that. So he's like headless, like he was in the movie, and then until you figure it out. Oh. Okay. Bring the toes down, bring the wheels out, and open up the backpack. Put that to the side too. Lift down the toes. Lift down the toes. You want to bring the wheels in. They're outside and bring them out around. So that way the wheels go on the front. Yeah. There we go. That, okay. Okay, yeah, I see, because the one's having here. I see. Wait, that's, wait, where's that? That. That. Open, or bring it up at least. Flip the instruction booklet. Spin it around, excuse me. Spin it around. No. And then we're bringing this up. Oh, it's like, okay. And then we're going to bring it forward, backward. Bring it up, backwards. So you can see all that detail revealed. Yeah, I know it's out frame. When I do the reviews, it's going to be better. It's going to be up close because I'm using the phone camera for the reviews. And speaking of which, I don't think I mentioned it. I got a new phone, so it's going to have a much better camera than the iPhone 14 I used. And I'm also, if you can't tell, I'm using a new watch too. I got it 4 weeks ago. Oh, wait. Let's see. A new Apple Watch too. Okay, yeah, spin the legs so that way they're at the back. To flip open section. Belly. Once you flip out. Okay. There we go. Flip out his waist, his the belly. Let's bring forward and rotate forward. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna work on the transformation, but there we go. Anyway, time it in. Okay, I see what I'm doing. I was just confused for a sec. And I'm popped off the hinge. A joint popped off the hinge, so I have to get that in and hold it. Go in your hinge. Going home. Going home. Okay, I got it in. Hinge out. Hinge you in. Hinge. Okay, I see it. This goes down, and then his forward. This will sit right there. This sits right there, and that will lock in. Okay. Slowly understanding it much better now. Down, and hitch forward, and in. That. Okay. I just had to, I was just figuring out. So then you bring this up, and this will go in place. And sit above it, or around it. Above it, okay. Okay, and then you bring up the value of the space up. And there's a gap in alt mode, okay. So then what do we do with the legs? You them up. Oh, wait, you bring it up like that. Okay, I see it now. This. And then bring it in. Yes. Okay. See, there's slots in the arm, but in the crotch, I don't see on the figure. Hold on, I might be missing something. I don't see that. No, I still have slots. Because I see the slots in the elbow. Elbow, but elbow leg. Okay, let me see. Going up, nose down, and then get that tabbed in, and then you untab it, and then you store the axe. So why don't I just store the axe now? Just gonna do the axe in a minute because they're telling you to do it in a minute, not now. Storage stuff. It's just a basic transformation. Okay, let's see. Tab in, hold up. Hold on. Let me line it up. Tab is a different side from this side, or a different molded shape. Okay, yeah. There's not lining up. I believe that's it. I think I could have something else wrong. Yeah, because I kind of skipped through the steps. And that, up, bend, and goes there. Go down, that goes there, and then you untab it and you re-tab it in. Okay, let me see if I can get it flattened. Let me fix it out. I'm up slightly, a little bit better. Untap this. This sits forward, this sits forward, that's good. This sits straight. And tab in. Going. So this came untabbed. I can just bend these down and get it. Nice. Okay, yeah, I didn't have it feet fully flushed. So bring up and up, and let me get this back down. There we go. No, better. Better. There's weapon storage too. I have to undo the legs. So, and if you want, you can rotate the cannons around so that way it's just normal alt mode. So I'm gonna do the cannon, the axe storage, and then I'm gonna do the front bit. So you just want to untap the legs and the arm pops off. And the joint. I'll attach the joint and stuff. There's the axe store. Go here. Here. The blade goes down. There. Stab in here. No. Where? This sits at the front. Okay, I see it. It goes in the knee. Nice. And this will also help with the leg getter. Just gotta tab the arm in and make it. Much better. Oh. Much better. Now I just got to tap in the right arm, sorry, left arm. Right, a little bit better. Better. Just now I just gotta attach his hand again. Good. Okay. Yeah, then I can put it back on. And that's gonna balance this side. I'm just to there. And I also want to leave the cannons forward. Forward. There we go. Forward. Bring down. Tap in. Forward. It's just in place. Just in place. Just get that clicked in. A little bit better. There, done. Now I'm just gonna add the guns on front. That one. Do you want the tabs going down or up? These cannons. Going up. There. Eraser 1, Transformers 1, Optimus Prime. Prime and all that. That way he can drive, he can roll. It was good, just the transformation getting there. Easy. But yeah, there you go. Spins, rolls, done. Let's move on to B. 127. So I'm gonna put Prime to the side again. And let me just grab B's instructions. There we go. Rotate his head around and do the arms. And then do the backpack. Okay. I'm going to take the cannon and we're going to remove his arm blades. This is like knife hands. Hands. And okay, open. Open, get the hand rotated in. and close. One side spun. You get the hand open up, in, and tab in. Okay, that was easy. Spinning head 180. Angle back. Oh, because this tabs in and which I don't think I had tab in, so plus working better. Flip up the front and you're going to bring it, spin it, and then waist up. Up. Okay. Bring the head up. Section up. Up. Okay. Bring this down. So. And that's nice, easy. Flip, yep, up, I did that and did that. Okay. Do the arms to side like this? Yes. Spin. Tap that in, good. And we'll tap in here. Flip in your heels. Bring them down. Bring the foot down. Flat. That. And then bring it up. What? Oh. No. Oh yeah, flip in your heels if you haven't. Tap in. There we go. Flip forward and in. Tap forward and in. Tap in. Okay. Yes, I wasn't supposed to rotate the waist. That's what I got confused with. Wait, let's see. Forward. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to. I just rotated was waist. Bring the arms in, and then that's pretty much it. And forward engine flaps. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Up and down. Up and down. Oh no, come on. What is going on? Hinge up, hinge in. In. Okay, I think I just don't have it. I just didn't have everything on the right side done correctly. Run this. Yeah, that's the right side. Okay, there we go. I just didn't have it collapsed up all the way. Bring it up and hinge in. Come on, there we go. Up. And yeah, I was just getting like those arms tapped in. That's what really was I just had to work on, but he's done. He rolls. Okay. The gun, the big gun, just stores on this side. We have the. I can see one side. There we go. And tapped. Okay, so this gun can just store here on the arm port. Do red alert, and then I'll just do iron and ratchet like so quick. And you just hit them in. Okay, the back, here, and then here I'll show them the prime. The prime. There you go. There's your 1 prime and B. Transformers 1 prime and B. Overall, okay. Put him to the side. Let's do red alert. We're gonna get his little piece thing. Frame. And I'm just going to open his instructions up. Let's see. Red alert. I'm just going to put him back into kind of default position and remove that little bit on his weapon. And remove his arm, his hand. And that's it. I'm just going to straighten out his joints. There we go. Tapped in. That's tight. I'm probably just going to skip a step because there's that. Alright. Okay. So on the leg, you're going to store your 3-barrel gun. Gun. Gun right there. So you can store it in the robot mode. And you want to store your other one. Oh, we're going to store another one. Yeah, you're going to store the middle one, gray one. The other red one in the other leg. Back of the leg. There. I don't know about the gray one if it stores, so. Oh, yeah, it does. I see it later. On. No steps. Steps it stores. This one's not going in, so. It's home. Okay. I think it fell too. So I have to find it. Where did it go? Yeah, it fell. I just have to find it. I'm looking for it. There we go. Eris. There it is. Okay, let's see. Maybe it goes back. Maybe sideways. I might look up this video and I could go pull up Ghost and see. It just shows it going sideways in the storage, so maybe that's why. Yeah, I have it sideways. It's because there's a piece like there's a maybe it doesn't go backwards. No. I just pull up Go and see where this goes. Because I don't know where this one goes. I found it just goes sideways. It took me a sec. That one was a sec, it goes sideways, that's why. Okay. So bring up the Autobots, the hood. Oh my god. I know why it wasn't working, because there was a little piece of plastic still like under the hood that was holding it down. So that's why it kept like snapping in place. Snapping shut. There, I got it off. Off, I didn't see that, because that's why it kept snapping shut. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a little plastic bit right on the hood of Red Alert. So, and push your that section up. About there we go. Okay, and then you bring his head down, and then he goes up. Head down, and he goes up. It's nice and flush. Let's see. Rotate his arms in. Word. Oh, you're going in out of the box. Out. Okay. Yeah, and then you fold them up like you're going in robot mode, and bringing yours forward. Forward. And I'm lining it up perfect. Perfectly. Okay, there. The doors are easy to line up because there's the rest of it inside. You just gotta line up. And then flip in your heels. Flip your toes. Bring your toes forward. And check my phone. I don't think I was. No. Okay. Forward, and then you're gonna bend it backwards and then open up the backpack. Bend it backwards so they sit in the inside leg. Granted, when I do this review again of this figure, then I'll do it much better. And pro leg instead of non-pro leg. Or at least the Ultimate Wolf way, and I am the only Ultimate Wolf. Okay, and now this is where I store the other one. I just didn't see where I put it for a sec. Now I can just store this right underneath. This one's a little easier storage. And I can bring the arms in and then close this, bring this down, bring the legs up. Let's bring it back. The arms. It's in. He has a bunch of bimillion ports on him, so can't armor him up. Well, but yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm just, doing the normal transformation, showing him off. And we could do that too. Wanted to, but there you go. There is Red Alert. If you want to, you can give him, the cannon forward, bring it forward, and you can just bang it on, or you can leave it off too, and you could just leave it right there. That's how we complete the look. Rolls, good. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna transform just Ironhide, and then I'll just do Ratchet real quick. I'll do Ratchet, then I'll do Ironhide. Hide. I'm gonna guess Ironhide's gonna store the same place as Ratchet does, so I'll find out when I get Ratchet in alt mode. No, Ironhide in alt mode. Alt mode, so I can just show off too. As an arm, I'll go back on this arm. Let's try it again. There we go. But yeah, I might just do that. I might give him what Ratchet is axe, and I'll leave Ironhide with this. The Autobot symbol around and Ratchet, and tab the chest. Up. Bring that in. Flip around. Around. Flip around. Out. Flatten. Rotate. Bend up slightly. Bend up. Bend back. Oh wait, that's right. You want to do the arms first and then do that one. Actually. Spin. And open. Out. Spin there. And spin there. There we go. Half. Half. Okay. Ratchet's almost done. So I got thing I need the angle underneath. Ratchet is almost done. Let's see if that works. Ooh, perfect. And Okay, the ratchet's done. I'm just gonna put him to the side now. And here, I'm just gonna get his weapons over here. There, ratchet's in alt mode, so now I'm just gonna work on Ironhide, which I'm gonna just probably do it quick, because I just did ratchet. So remove the blaster. Yeah, I see the tabs are different. Or no, yeah, looks like. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be able to store his weapon. I'll see. Sack. I'll armor them both up in a sack, but just doing that, before getting the speed transform Ironhide. I'm just gonna get his gun out. His hand out. Open. Pull out. Open. No. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Guessing it's gonna be the exact same transformation. Just a few different steps here and there. I do wish Ironhide's head could go out a little bit more. Okay. Spin. And they still have that hinged on the shoulder, so. And pull it. Spin. And slightly. There, spin. Is it spin? Not do that. Spin. 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 There we go. I just have that side tabbed in. Just have the arms tabbed in. Okay. Spin at the waist. Bring it down and roll it right there. Right there. So spin at the knee. Okay, we're almost done with Ironhide. I'm almost done with Ironhide, I should say, because it's not me. It's just me. Here. Let's pull this up. Out. Ironhide, that, like I said, it has the same transformation as Ratchet, so, and articulation. So there's nothing like different between them. Molds wise, at least that, and then everything. There's molding and new molding and stuff like that. But I already showed robot mode 1, so I'm just gonna quickly finish jaw mode. Lower all the way, and I'm going to open and get this out. go. Up. Up. No. Get in. Stay in your home. Tabbed. 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 There we go. Tabbed in. Let me see. Yeah. And up. Off. Yeah, it's the same transformation. There's nothing different is between the molds, but anyways, there's Ironhide and there's Ratchet. So yeah, you can see them the same, just a little different. He doesn't have the light bar up top, or at least kind of looks like a light bar up top. Yeah, front side. The front is a new piece right there. But you can see Ratchet's little wire is a little different. Tires are the same. Everything is the same. Just the top is different. On Ironhide, because for instance, one has light bar, one doesn't. Doesn't have it. One. I have one of the feet, you know how they toe float up and it's the same back. It's everything's the same transformation. It's just you gotta get everything lined up. Let's roll. Yep, okay. I'm just gonna give them their accessories, and then do a group shot with all of them, and then yeah. Okay, there's Ratchet. Ratchet right there. And hides. Yes, it does have the same slots. Slots. No, it's looser. Oh, maybe it would go this way. Okay, yeah, it goes in that way. Only thing is, he doesn't roll with it on, so because it's a little bit too big. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that one off. But here, I'll just leave the axe on top here. I'll do opposite from Ratchet. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. There, so that was at least opposite from Ratchet. Yeah, his weapon just isn't stored because the post is too long, so he won't really roll for Ironhide wise. But yeah, there you go. There he is with Badassatron. There's Badassatron. There they are with the one Optimus Transformers, one Optimus Prime. Prime and Red Alert. Alert. See, there you go. There's the 5 here. Well, 4 technically, because 5 I was just showing you off. But yeah, there's all of them. Just straighten that out. But yeah, all roll. All our Autobots. Okay, yeah. There you go. There. There you go. But yeah, there's all 4 of them. But yeah, anyways, I've been the only Ultimate Wolf. Okay. Yeah, you can find Ultimate Wolf on Discord. I believe it's like Ultimate Wolf or Ultimate Wolf Fun. Yeah, Ultimate Wolf on Discord. Ultimate Wolf on Twitch, the Ultimate Wolf on Instagram. At Ultimate Wolf. /the The Ultimate Wolf YT on Reddit, all caps, use lowercase, and at Ultimate Wolf 19 on X. But yeah, like I said, I've been the only Ultimate Wolf. And yeah, there you go. Just going to end it and be done. Good night. Yeah, like I said, I've been the Ultimate Wolf. And we'll see when I have another stream again. Wait. Oh. Wrong button. Alright, I literally hit the wrong button. Okay, there we go. Ending stream.